TRN News.
Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell says releasing the names of federal ICE agents was not an attempt to target them. The mayor's office accidentally published and later removed the names, sparking controversy. O'Connell says it was an unintentional release of names that were already part of a public record. However, State Congressman Andy Ogles criticized the mayor, saying that the actions have put ICE agents and their families at risk. A Memphis man has been sentenced to 12 and a half years in a federal prison for dealing fentanyl and illegally possessing a firearm. Quintrice Brazel was arrested on New Year's Eve in 2022 after police found him in a suspicious vehicle with around 500 fentanyl pills and a loaded rifle. Prosecutors say Brazel was already on supervised release for a previous drug conviction. I'm Scott Hooper.
Number one for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Hey, it's Mike Aubrey, the real estate expert. I spend a lot of time driving through neighborhoods. Guess what I see? Lost, confused homeowners. There's one now, driving in circles.
Hey, pal, need some help?
I've been looking for a better mortgage, but I'm not getting anywhere.
They're searching and searching for refinancing. But even though they are current on their payments, they just can't find a lower rate or better terms because they're underwater on their mortgages.
Talk about getting the runaround.
But there is one place to look if your mortgage is owned by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac.
Mike, can you get me out of here?
Come on, follow me. I've got the answer.
HARP. It's a government refinancing program that can save you money. See if you qualify at harp.gov.
Thanks, Mike. Now we're getting somewhere.
Harp.gov, your best route to a better mortgage.
A preliminary report on the investigation into a deadly plane crash near Cookeville in April has been released by the National Transportation Safety Board. The crash claimed the lives of pilot Jonathan Braun and passengers Dylan and Kelsey Davis from Alabama, and the report found evidence of what it described as an internal catastrophic malfunction in the engine. A witness interviewed by the NTSB reported hearing the engine failing prior to the crash. The investigation will continue as officials continue to examine the engine, the plane's flight data recorder, in addition to parts of the craft's wings. And a new report puts Tennessee's healthcare system near the bottom nationwide. The Commonwealth Fund released its 2025 scorecard yesterday. The foundation dedicates itself to independent research on healthcare issues and disparities. Factors include access and affordability, prevention and treatment, healthy lives, and racial and ethnic equality, among others. Tennessee is ranked 44th on the list. I'm Scott Hooper, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Tennessee Tech on Thursday announced the hire of a new athletic director. Casey Fox will lead the Golden Eagles' NCAA Division I athletics program. A press release said Fox brings more than 25 years of Division I athletics experience. He most recently served as Montana State University's deputy athletic director. Tennessee recorded its 12th boating-related fatality Wednesday morning when a 35-year-old man fell overboard at Del Hollow Reservoir. Officials identified that man as Christopher Berry. He reportedly stumbled off a bass boat around 12:50 a.m., his body located nearly 8 hours later in 72 feet of water. An internal catastrophic malfunction may have caused a late April plane crash near the Upper Cumberland Regional Airport. That, according to a preliminary report released by the National Transportation Safety Board Wednesday. That crash claimed the life of the pilot and 2 passengers. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. Stormy days are behind us for a little while as we settle into a dry and hot pattern over the coming days. We'll see mostly sunny skies today with highs this afternoon climbing into the mid-80s. Skies be clear overnight with lows in the mid-60s. Heat and humidity will really begin to kick in this weekend. Saturday will be sunny with highs climbing to near 90. Sunday will also be sunny with highs in the lower 90s. Muggy dew points will make for heat indices near 100. Hot and humid conditions will continue into the first half of next week with many areas west of the plateau climbing into low to mid-90s. Be sure following Upper Cumberland weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Whoa, whoa, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:07. Today is Friday. It's June the 20th. Today is the first day of summer. So
yes, it is.
Happy summer, everyone.
Happy summer, and it's coming in like a lion because it's going to be hot into the 90s this weekend.
Oh, yeah. They're saying heat index is over 100 degrees this weekend. It's going to be good. We can get out and sweat, do a little work. Sweat out those winter blues that are still hanging in.
Look, if it's raining too much, I don't like it. If it's sunny too much, I don't like hot. It's the heat.
Right.
It's the humidity, not the heat.
You're an HVAC type of girl.
Gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's okay.
Look, I did my summers growing up on a farm.
There's still something about
working in tobacco.
Getting out and sweating it out, though. There's something about that
sometimes I
feels
crave
good.
that, but then after I get sweaty, I'm like, whew, I got to go back in.
Yeah.
I think gradually I've become a city girl.
I think you have.
I love my country ways.
But you're at least a townie.
I am a townie.
For sure.
I love having everything right close to me.
A few things you need to know. Tennessee's unemployment rate held steady last month at 3.5. Putnam County is just a hair lower than that, so good job. And the national rate is 4.2%, so we're well below the national average. And it was at 3.7 in January of this year, down to 3.5 now. So good job, Tennessee. Go Vols.
Well, Helping Hands of Putnam County, there's a benefit going on for them on July 19th. It's going to be a pancake breakfast and car show starting from 9 to 1 at the Putnam County Convention Center. That's the new one on Tennessee Avenue.
Very cool.
And that's going to be good. Vehicle early registration is $20, and at the gate will be $25. So if you go ahead and get registered now, it's, let's see, I don't know who's putting it on. Doesn't say that, but I know Mark Green, our buddy over at Vol State, is helping put that on too. So he's one of the ones you could probably get registered with. So
absolutely. Cookeville's Ultra Pizza Corporation, owned by Anthony Horn, has partnered with Fulfilled. It's a new locally owned digital platform designed to care for employees inside and outside the workplace. The move is, quote, a bold move redefining what it means to care for hourly employees. It's a care first culture at Marco's Pizza, franchise locations across the state, including Cookeville. So this Fulfilled thing will for all full-time and part-time employees at Cookeville, Mount Juliet, Gallatin, Hendersonville, and Hermitage Marco's Pizzas locations will have this app. And apparently you can earn points through the Fulfilled Marketplace, and then you can use that for subscriptions or services or resources. And sounds like a pretty cool deal. And that's locally owned, Fulfilled, Fufild is how you spell it. So pretty cool. More cool stuff coming out of the Upper Cumberland.
Love it. How about a dinner by the lake?
All right.
Due West Hideaways on Center Hill Lake. It's happening on Saturday. You've still got time to get registered for that. $60 each outlaw or drifter. The Chuck Wagon Dinner by the Lake. I love it. Outlaws and drifters.
Just an outlaw drifter.
Cowboy or pioneer couple, $100 for them. Cowboy or pioneer couple, or $60 each. Lyric Lodge and Resort on Center Hill Lake, and that is coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Coming up on tomorrow as well, the 21st, is the Summer Splash 5K from the Cookeville Regional Medical Foundation. You can still get signed up at runsignup.com and just search for Summer Splash Cookeville. All proceeds go to the Cancer Patient Assistance Fund. So that is this weekend. So if you're around in town in the morning, or I guess it's the middle of the day because it's going to be hot, just be on the lookout for some of those runners.
Well, today at 2 p.m., Stonehouse Winery are having tours and tastings, $5 entry to get in on all that. And it's on Thursdays and Fridays. So I just want to remind you that's happening at Stonehouse Winery. That seems like a cool little thing. Like if you are not working or leave work a little early, 2 p.m. this afternoon, go to Stonehouse Winery and get a tour and taste some of the best wines around. Stonehouse Winery is pretty cool.
Putnam County School System is looking for a pre-K teacher. There's available there's two jobs they need to fill, one at Parkview Elementary and one at Cookeville High School. You can apply at pcsstn.com if you would like to be a pre-K teacher.
Well, happening this evening at Delmonico Winery, Bougie Bag Bingo.
Okay.
How cool does that sound?
That sounds like something you'd go to.
You like bingo too.
Right, but I don't want to win a
You're
bougie
not bougie?
bag.
The event is...
I like them seedy, where you can win cash.
Seedy
smoke.
Bag Bingo.
I want to go to old school bingo.
But in Delmonico, it's Bougie Bag.
Right, of
From
course.
6 to 8 this evening, they'll feature 5 rounds of bingo with designer bags as prizes. Yes, I would love that.
Yes, that ain't
A
for
dessert
me.
bar. You'd like that.
I'd like that, yeah.
A silent auction might be some stuff
I like
for the guys.
silent auctions.
And a photo booth. Tickets are $30 or $35 at the door. $30 in advance, $35 at the door. It benefits the Alzheimer's Association. It's a great Gatsby theme.
Oh, neat.
So
I
attendees
do
are
like
encouraged
that.
dress up like the Great Gatsby.
I'd love to do that. I think all that 1920s
I do
stuff
too.
looks cool.
A little flapper dress and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look kind
I'd
of
like
like
to do that.
that. Kind of reminds me of the mobsters too, for some reason.
I love mobsters.
Me too. Why is that so fun?
I don't know. I watched anytime the mobster shows are on, like History Channel.
It's so
I
great.
watch them, and then I find myself, and this is even in like mobster
Want to
movies,
be one?
rooting for the mobster.
I know.
And I don't mean to.
Well, see, we watch stuff like that too, and then Tim looks at me. He goes, "You and I both are rooting for them. That's really not us."
No,
you know,
no,
I
no.
mean, in general,
Right.
We are rule followers mostly.
Here's what it is, though. When you watch a good mobster movie, the mobsters only kill people that need to killing.
We've said that too. We're like, you know what? They take care of the meanies in the world. Not that it's okay to kill, but if you're going to choose to take out the mean ones. Take out the bad people.
It's not okay to kill. Let it be said here on Good Morning Cookeville, we're laying down the law. Not okay
to kill. Thou shall not kill.
Right.
Unless they're mean.
Unless they need it, yeah. Coming up, we've got Your 2 Cents. That is brought to you by Freedom Pond. They're at 49 Mayberry Street there in Sparta. Stop by and see them. Say hello. Tell them you heard about them on Good Morning Cookeville. Here's today's Your 2 Cents.
Pick 2 of these. Pick 2.
Okay.
A new house, $7,500 per month, 800 credit score, $200,000 in salary, retire now, or $300 cash. $300,000 in cash.
So you get to pick 2 of them?
Pick 2 of that. I know it's hard to.
Well, I pick let me see it real quick. I pick retire and $7,500 per month. That's the only good answer.
I like $300 cash. $300,000. I keep wanting to say $300. $300,000 cash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd have to pay tax on that.
Right. You take $7,500 a month. That's good living right there. And then you're not working because you're retired. And
I think you're right. 2 and 5, which is the $7,500 per month, and then retire now. Right. I'll agree with you on that because after I got to weigh in the consequences, but a new house would be good too.
Well, I like my house.
But I like my house, and I like where it's at.
$7,500 a month in retirement, I could put a pool in.
Ooh.
Put a pool house in.
Yeah.
Get me a pool guy to come and do all the cleaning and stuff.
Donna will like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Donna will be go, thank you, honey, for that pool guy.
Well, now Donna'd still have to work.
Why is that?
Well, she's got things that she might want. I'm spending all my $7,500 a month on me.
He's going to turn selfish when he gets the money.
I'm retired.
I'm retired. I don't have to think about anybody else. That's funny. Well, we'll see what everybody else is saying, too, coming up.
All right. Head over to Good Morning Cookeville on Facebook or Hub Plus on Facebook. Where all is it, Sheila? Where all did you put it? I know Good Morning Cookeville. Jason and Sheila.
Good Morning Cookeville.
Yeah, all the places. So go hunt for it and give us an answer there. Pick you a couple out there, although I think we all know the correct answer. It's 6:17. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good Morning Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:19. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
Our guest this morning will be Brandon Loftus. He has started a new skin place called The Skin Guru. We'll talk about his new location. I have toured his facility. It's beautiful. It smells wonderful. It's decorated beautifully, and I know he does a great job. So anyway, we'll talk to him about that.
All right.
Jim Bowman is going to be at Trackside, and it's Songwriters Night tonight.
Oh, cool. Good.
So we'll talk to him. He's a singer-songwriter, and he'll be in at 7:30.
Well, that'll be big fun. Also, if you missed it yesterday on Hub Plus at 10 o'clock yesterday morning, we had live coverage of Tennessee Tech's new athletic director. Casey Fox is his name. Seemed like a pretty nice guy.
We'll get him to come in here.
Yeah, I hope so. But if you missed it, it's on the Hub Plus Facebook page. You can go back and watch that. It's also on the Hub Plus YouTube channel on YouTube if you want to go back and watch that. And I think we're going to replay it a few times this weekend on Hub Plus. I don't know the exact times because I'm horribly uninformed. But plenty of opportunities for you to see it and meet the new athletic director, Casey Fox from Tennessee Tech.
Everybody's pretty excited about him.
It's crazy because I remember there was a guy in school, Casey Fox.
And it wasn't this one?
It wasn't the same Casey Fox.
You're like, you don't look nothing like him.
That'd be neat. Casey Fox was fun. It's different Casey Fox.
This Casey Fox may be too.
Well,
the jury's still out.
Well, we'll have to find out.
He'll have to come in and get initiated on
right.
Good Morning Cookeville.
Yeah.
Well, your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pawn, the best little pawn shop around, friendly, clean, and their gun and ammo store too.
Absolutely. And they're nominated for best gun store in the Upper Cumberland at
sure are.
the Herald Citizen. Go vote for them.
Yeah, go vote for them
and vote for Sheila.
And vote for Jason because we're separated.
I've been voting for you.
He's just saying that because he's on the air.
No,
why do people insist on splitting us up? When you worked with Tony, they didn't split y'all up.
No, they didn't. I don't know what it is, Sheila. I think it's jealousy.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
We were called the dynamic duo in Cookeville Lifestyles, and they're like, I'll separate this duo.
We'll show them.
It's like separating Brooks and Dunn.
Maybe we'll tie.
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love it if me and you tied. And then we're like, see, should have put us together.
Yeah, we'll tie. We'll end up third, and Freaky Dave and Phillip will be 1 and 2. Just like every year. I mean, that's what's going to happen, right?
That's funny. Every year. Every year.
Right. It's a fight for third.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Right. That's true.
Because that's what happens every year. And they deserve it. Freaky and Phillip deserve it.
Well, I'm really proud that so many of our folks at Cookeville Communications are nominated. So.
Well, the Egg Hunt even got nominated for community event.
Right. And so did what else do we have?
Most community-minded business.
Yes. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So thank y'all that nominated.
Absolutely.
Everything that we do at Cookeville Communications. Well, pick only 2. Here's what you have to pick from. A new house, $7,500 per month, an $800 credit score, $200,000 in salary, retire now, or $300,000 in cash.
Retire and $7,500 a month.
I like that.
That's the way.
Amy says $7,500 per month and $200,000 salary. So she's taking money.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Money.
She's doubling down then.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she'll be pulling in a little over $500,000 a year.
Most people, now that $7,500 per month is what most people have chosen. The other one is like willy-nilly.
Yeah.
It could be, it's not 2 and 5.
It'd be great to get a nice little monthly payment for doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be great.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to see if ours is popular, which would be 2 and 5, which would be $7,500 per month and then retire.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty popular. So look at you trying to be right. A lot of others are doing $7,500 per month or $300,000 in cash.
Mm.
So it's cash, doubling down on that cash.
You only get that once though.
Yeah.
And granted, that's a lot of money, but you only get that once. You know, I still got a lot of years left. So $7,500 a month would be way more than that in the rest of my lifespan.
Yeah. That's true.
So I think, and if I was smart and did the right things, I'd have a whole lot more money left over when I'm dead.
You would.
Yeah.
Unless you just went crazy and blew it.
Because I'm at the age now where I'm starting to think of, what am I going to leave when I'm dead?
Yeah.
I've reached that life stage. Isn't that weird?
We all get that, though.
I know.
See, Tim and I don't even have any kids, but we're thinking.
Yeah.
We're going to leave this.
I got a couple of kids you can leave stuff to.
No, niece and nephew.
Oh, well, fine.
Look, I love y'all and all.
Fine.
I take care of mine.
My kids will be fine, Sheila. Don't you worry about it.
That's what you said.
Don't you worry about them.
They can have some of it if I have any
All right,
left over.
good.
We'll see how much we got.
Yeah.
A lot of people are. Somebody said number 5 and 6. Let's see. Retire now and $300,000 in cash, which is what I first said.
Yeah.
And then I thought that $300 in cash, when you a lump sum, think of what you have to pay on
Well,
that.
yeah, you'd be half gone with taxes almost
Yes.
immediately. So then you're at $150,000.
Government. Y'all won't take your
And-
share, and then do you use it wisely?
And then, like,
no.
what, a year and a half, if you took the $7,500 a month, you'd be right there at it. With
Yeah.
way less taxes, probably.
But like if you didn't retire and you take that $7,500 per month and a $200,000 salary, that wouldn't be too bad.
depend on what
especially
the job
age we're
is.
at right now. We've got a few good
If
years
it was
left.
an easy job, then I'd take it.
This one,
Well,
we got to admit.
hey, I don't think people know how hard this job is, Sheila. I mean, it's like fireman, police officer, EMS.
Radio DJ.
Good morning, Cookeville host.
They see how much fun we have
Yeah.
because everybody's like, "Oh, when you're out, can I host too?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Stop acting like anybody can do this, even though they can." But it's a compliment when people want to be on.
It is.
Of course.
But this is super hard work. Look how hard I'm working right now.
And Jason makes it easy. Come on.
Here.
He's pushing the
I gotta
buttons.
push
I'm
a
just
button.
having fun.
Push a button.
So everybody that's why they want my place. They're like,
Push
we
a
don't have to
button.
push buttons, anything. But you know what you do have to do?
Push a button.
Schedule people to come in. And wrangling people are like wrangling
Push a
kittens.
button. Push a button.
Are you going back and forth?
I'm showing how hard this is.
You push a button.
Mostly dealing with Sheila's the hardest part.
Talking about wrangling cats.
Phew.
I, myself, just one person are like 10 cats in one.
Easily, yeah.
And then when I get another person that is kind of like me and we get excited,
Oh, it's awful.
we get off the rails,
Yeah.
just like I'm doing now.
Just like you're doing now.
That's the hardest part Jason has. And if that's the hardest part he has, isn't he one lucky dog?
Let's wrap her on up here, Sheila.
Okay, let's see. Somebody just picked two, $7,500 per month.
I mean, it's the
7,500.
go-to.
I'm trying to see if anybody picked anything kind of different. 1 in 3 will be accomplished anyway. Oh, it said, okay, a new house and an $800 credit score would be accomplished if you just picked 2 of the others,
That's
which
right.
is true.
Yeah.
So that was Mike. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, but I mean, so what? You have an 800 credit score. So you just set yourself up to make payments on stuff?
All right.
I mean,
I mean, my credit score stays good.
Yeah.
Mine and Tim's both. So it's just like, psh,
Well, I
I guess I take it for granted. Psh, I got that already, or it's close to it.
I don't do credit. You know,
Yeah.
I just don't do it.
Yeah.
I just, I hate it. I hate making payments. I
my
hate,
gosh.
hate it.
Even if we pay something off at the end of the month, it drives Tim crazy until we pay it off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're going to pay it off in like 2 weeks.
I just hate debt.
He's like, I don't even like using this card. I hate it.
I hate it too.
He does too.
I just don't, making payments. Ugh.
And I said, we're not even going to use interest on it because we're paying it. He goes, I don't even like using it. It's just for
Yeah.
emergency, this card.
That's right. I agree with Tim on that.
It's true though.
See, I can be good with money too.
Well, I
That one
can too
thing.
because I don't like to use the credit card because that gets you in trouble.
It does. Absolutely.
Real quick, because it feels like it's not money. People throw that plastic around like it's not money, and I'm like, it's money, and then some money, because you're doing interest if you don't pay it off.
That's right.
I don't like that interest.
All right. Shh, Sheila. Shh. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang with us, guys. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Reports. The Indiana Pacers beat the OKC Thunder 108-91 and forced a winner-take-all Game 7 for the NBA championship. The Pacers had 6 different players score in double figures, including Tyrese Halliburton, who was questionable to play with a calf injury. Game 7 will be Sunday in Oklahoma City. The Oregon Ducks landed a commitment from the #1 safety in the country yesterday as 4-star Jet Washington picked the Ducks over Alabama and USC. Washington is the 22nd ranked prospect in the class of 2026 and is listed at 6'5", 210 pounds. He's also the nephew of Kobe Bryant. The Travelers Championship got underway yesterday on the PGA Tour, and the big names showed out on day #1. World #1 Scottie Scheffler carded an 8-under 62 and leads with Austin Eckroat. Rory McIlroy and USA Ryder Cup captain Keegan Bradley are tied for third at 6 under par. Scheffler is the defending champion of the tournament. The Atlanta Braves beat the New York Mets 7-1 last night to complete the sweep and win their 3rd game in a row. The Mets have now dropped 6 in succession. The Yankees got back in the win column with a 7-3 victory against the Angels. Brewers beat the Cubs 8-7 and Royals over the Rangers 4-1. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. They've started doing like podcast type stuff too on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
They do such a great job.
Well, that whole staff is really good.
Yeah.
At Elevate, because it's just like they combine just wanting to help their clients with a good spirituality about them.
And it's not a silly podcast. It's like actual stuff that is informative.
Informative and good.
Not that anything's wrong with the silly stuff, but
no, because that's us.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need, I mean, they make great decisions, and if they've learned something, they want to pass that on to somebody else. And I love folks like that.
Had guests on.
They're very civic-minded.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Time for a spoiler alert. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music on TV tonight. Celebrity Jeopardy. So some answers that we all can answer on Jeopardy.
Yeah. It's like the real Jeopardy, hard questions. Celebrity Jeopardy, that's mine. That's mine.
2020 is on ABC as well.
So who murdered whom?
On CBS, it's Fire Country. And Grammy Greats, the stories behind the songs.
Ooh, you know I like that.
Master Chef is on Fox, so is Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service, although I think the Secret Service is a rerun from the episode earlier this week.
Okay.
Jaws is on NBC.
Like the original
I
Jaws?
think so. I think it's.
I'd watch that.
I'll have to.
I remember you had something at the first of the week saying there was going to be a Jaws marathon, I think on Peacock.
Yeah, it's the 50th. Is it the 50th anniversary of Jaws? Or
I think that's what you said. And I
something
know
like
it came
that.
out when I was real little. Real little.
Saturday, prime time, the $100,000 Pyramids on ABC. FBI International is on CBS. 48 Hours is on CBS. The Wall and Dateline are on NBC. And that's pretty much it. Of course, the normal Sunday shows. America's Got Talent is on Sunday. So is American Ninja Warrior. 60 Minutes and the NBA Finals is also on Sunday. And I think they're at Game 7. I think that's what I heard Jacob say. So it's a winner take all on Sunday.
Okay.
In NBA basketball. WNBA basketball, my new favorite player is Sophie Cunningham.
She's gorgeous. She looks like a model.
Is she pretty? I didn't notice.
Gorgeous.
I didn't notice.
I mean, she plays
was.
really good too, but
Mariska Hargitay.
yes.
Which is my go-to actress when I don't know who the actress is.
You just like saying that name.
They'll be like,
Mariska
What's that
Hargitay.
actress? I go, oh, that's Mariska Hargitay.
But you like her so much, but you didn't know she was Jane Mansfield's
Well, I
daughter.
didn't Google her. So Mariska Hargitay, only 3 at the time, was momentarily left behind at the crash site that killed her mom, Jane Mansfield, in 1967. And that's in her new documentary, My Mom Jane.
Is it finally out?
It premiered at Tribeca last week, so I don't know if it's out.
I know it's supposed to be at the end of this month. I didn't know if the 20th is considered, because that's today. Then I've been waiting for that documentary.
Yeah.
She had to work through a lot of things because she really didn't know her mom because she
Right.
was she was just an infant. And that's such a tragic story to grow up with.
Mm-hmm.
So she was almost like searching for memories of her mom in
Yeah.
a way and putting together that documentary. And she said she learned a lot. But I think that will be really interesting.
Also reveals that her biological father is entertainer Nelson Sardelli, which I have no idea who that is. But that's
Wait,
Mariska
now
Hargitay's daddy.
I thought her dad, and maybe it was a stepdad, was like a well-known weightlifter competition.
Couldn't tell you.
But I don't know. We'll find out in the documentary,
Yeah.
I guess. But I liked her before I knew she was Jane's daughter too.
Justin Baldoni, he has been granted access to select private text messages between Blake Lively and Taylor Swift. Now, before that had gotten wiped off, he wasn't going to be able to get them. But I guess the court decided to go against Tay-Tay and say that yes.
Okay, so do you think he deserves to see those?
I don't know if he deserves to see them, but I hope we all get to.
I do too. I want to know what all was in them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care how this goes down, to be honest with you.
It is kind of interfering with Taylor Swift's privacy,
It is.
but it is a court case too.
Right.
And Blake was texting to her.
Right.
This whole thing is crazy.
I tell you. Hey,
I feel bad for Taylor to get involved with all that when she really didn't do anything.
Blake Lively drug her into it.
So see, that's what
I don't like.
bad friend.
And I hate that I'm sitting here taking up for Taylor Swift, but here I am again taking up for Taylor
But really, seriously, people are upset with her because she's so famous and popular, and they just got sick of it. When somebody stays at number one for so long, they
Yeah.
want to knock them down.
Sure they do.
But she's not had any bad things that she's really done in the limelight. So she's not like a bad person or anything.
Probably not.
I mean, what has she been in trouble for? I mean, maybe she's got people that can
I don't
afford to
know.
cover up, but I just don't think she's a bad person.
Judge Lewis Lindman noted that Lively herself represented that Swift had knowledge of complaints or discussions about the working environment on the film. Taylor Swift's spokesperson dismissed prior subpoena attempts as a publicity stunt. The text will remain confidential under court protection and will only be shared if deemed relevant. The case is headed for trial of March of 2026.
Oh my goodness, this keeps going on and on and on.
Oh, come on. Let's just get this over with.
You know that Justin guy, whether he's guilty or not, he's just like, look, either arrest me or let me go.
Yeah, absolutely. New movie opening up this week. It's called 28 Years Later. Oscar winning director Danny Boyle and writer Alex Garland reunite for 28 years later, a terrifying new horror movie. It's a story set in the world created by 28 Days Later. It's been almost 3 decades since the rage virus escaped a biological weapons laboratory, and now, still in a ruthlessly enforced quarantine, some have found ways to exist amidst the infected.
Ugh.
I don't know anybody in this movie. Ralph Fiennes or Ralph Fiennes, however you say his name.
Rafe Fiennes. I know it looks just like Ralph, and I don't know why they. I think blame him. Blame his parents, not him.
Way to do it.
He's a great actor, though.
Rotten Tomatoes says 28 years later taps into contemporary anxieties with the ferocious urgency of someone infected with rage virus, delivering a haunting and visceral thrill ride that defies expectations.
That sounds like a good movie, actually. The rage virus. He's got it.
The rage
Will
virus.
he rage on?
Well, I guess they're kind of playing off the, COVID came from a lab and
yeah, but now this is you get real mad and real rageful. Don't hate me. Don't make me mad.
Yeah, so everybody turns.
You're gonna hate me when I'm angry.
Everybody turns into the Hulk.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad we don't have a rage virus.
What would you think if I had the rage?
You know what? Or maybe we do.
It seems like everybody does on the roads now.
Well, that and all these protests and stuff like that. Everybody's got to be mad about something anymore.
Everybody chooses one side or the other to be mad at.
I just don't. I don't get that. There's stuff I don't like, and I'll be like, I don't much like that. But then I move on. It's not like I don't stay mad about it all day. There's some people who get mad about stuff and they just stay mad all the time. That's a ridiculous way to live. I don't get that.
Were you mad about it?
No, I'm not mad about it. People do whatever they want, but just don't bring it on to my side of the fence. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. It's like, I don't want us all to think the same way. How boring would that be?
Well, the people think that because they're mad, you got to be mad too. And I don't like that.
Just because I pick pick 2 on your 2 cents doesn't mean that you have to pick it.
That's right,
But
Sheila.
you want me to pick yours.
Well, no, I just know that mine are the smartest way to go. And that's all I'm saying. I ain't mad that you don't pick mine. If you want to fail in life, fail at life. But if you want to be good,
I've done really well.
Pick the way I go.
Up until now, until I chose Jason as the co-host.
And now look how good you're doing.
Now
look
we're best of the best.
Now look how good you're doing.
Look how good you're doing.
Oh, I was doing that good anyway. Pshaw.
Oh, shucks.
Coming up, we've got the real good couple stories that are positive and uplifting. Also, round 5 of Ask Sheila.
I don't even know where we're at now. I mean, I know I'm at Willow Window Studio.
You're at 8, correct? I think you're at 8.
Did I just get 1 yesterday?
Yeah.
If that's the truth, I'm not saying he's lying. I just don't know. I don't remember.
Yesterday's questions were hard.
I don't even remember what they were. I slept since then, and it feels like, from morning, like our morning show it feels like there's a day in between or something.
Absolutely.
Because we switch gears
Mm-hmm.
after we get off here.
I was even asking you yesterday, what day did we talk about so-and-so? And she was like, this morning. Oh.
That's when
that seems like forever ago.
That's because when y'all come up and say, hey, I liked what you were saying this morning, I'm thinking, what were we saying? What were we talking about? Because when you switch gears, you push that out of the way.
Right, yeah, just on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember saying
And I know
that.
some people think, they ain't got no sense.
There's a lot of people think that, Sheila.
And thank y'all for coming back, knowing we ain't got no sense.
So we got all that coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Elevate Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. Stormy days are behind us for a little while as we settle into a dry and hot pattern over the coming days. We'll see mostly sunny skies today with highs this afternoon climbing into the mid-80s. Skies be clear overnight with lows in the mid-60s. Heat and humidity will really begin to kick in this weekend. Saturday will be sunny with highs climbing to near 90. Sunday will also be sunny with highs in the lower 90s. Muggy dew points will make for heat indices near 100. Hot and humid conditions will continue into the first half of next week with many areas west of the plateau climbing into low to mid-90s. Be sure following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
It's 107.7 Grace FM.
And Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Whoa. And it's Red, White, and Boom on the 4th of July. And we're excited to again be the official radio partner of Red, White, and Boom, the largest event in the region and still on the largest radio stations in the region.
Did you know this is the 11th annual Red, White, and Boom? Not to mention, it's the second biggest 4th of July fireworks show in the state of Tennessee. This will be at the original Putnam County Fairgrounds on Jefferson Avenue. And this will be the biggest Red, White, and Boom ever.
Plus live music with Slippery When Wet, America's best Bon Jovi tribute band. Plus food trucks, a vendor market, the U.S. military, and family-friendly events going on as we count down to the fireworks on America's birthday.
And you can hear this year's fireworks soundtrack exclusively on your hometown favorites. 94.7, The Country Giant, and 98.5, KISS FM. And you can watch all the action on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And don't forget, as always, it's coming up Friday, July 4th.
And we want you and your family there.
It's right here with Better Cookeville, Cookeville Communications, and 107.7 Grace FM, and on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Happy 4th of July.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
It's already 66. We're getting up to 85 for our high this afternoon, and it's going to be a little warm, but not like this weekend. It'll be in the 90s.
It's going to be so steamy and muggy with all the rain we've had, now the sun. Oh, my gosh.
You talk about humidity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to mix and just be blah.
Yeah, going to be bad hair days for
Need to
some
be
of
on
you
the
ladies.
lake. Bad hair days. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little fuzzy yesterday. I was
I
out
noticed.
in the wind and sun.
I noticed.
Had to tame it down, but it's still a little fluffy.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's Friday. Y'all know how I get on Fridays.
Every day, me and Sheila go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. The name is Allie, and the last name is Allie
Shurkadurka.
I mean, maybe. Is the owner of Lux Cleaning and Alterations in San Jose, California. And he is giving a boost to job seekers by offering a free dry cleaning to anyone unemployed and heading to an interview. And there's nothing better than putting on a nice crisp shirt from the dry. I love that.
How sweet is that, though? That can really help somebody get a new start in life.
That's one of my guilty pleasures is
getting dressed up.
No, when I have like a nice shirt and it's pressed and
Yeah.
crisp and nice.
Makes you feel good.
1 hour Martinizing.
Oh my gosh,
They,
yes.
they make me feel like $1 million sometimes when I take my Goodwill shirts over there.
That's why my Goodwill shirt. But I mean, your shirts still had tags on them and everything, like brand new tags.
Yeah. I take my Goodwill shirts straight to them. Here you go. And then
Here
they
you
come
go. I
back
spent good money for this.
and they come out brand new. And I don't know. Anyway.
That's why Brett always looks all good and pressed,
Yeah.
you know.
Ollie immigrated to the U.S. from Iran in 1986 with a degree in molecular biology.
My goodness.
When he couldn't connect with a job in his field, he started Lux Cleaners and became a super successful business person. He remembers those days of trying to get a job and has done his best to use his business and his gifts to help others and hopefully help them make a life-changing step. He says, I think it will definitely give them some hope that the community they live in cares about them. And he explained it's not about just getting, it's about giving. That's the part that brings us all joy.
He sounds like a good fella.
Yeah, I think I like old Ali Shirka. Durka.
I'm just making that name up.
Another one here. At just 12 years old, Paris, man, come on,
These
people.
names, come
Start
on.
giving you kids names that we can all
Is
pronounce.
it a man or a woman?
I think it's a woman.
Just call her Barb.
Turning heads and making a big impact in India, one tree at a time, after a devastating cyclone hit her home when she was just 7. She decided to take action and devote her life to planting trees. Amazingly, since making that commitment, she's planted over 150,000 trees, which is almost as much as my wife.
Yeah, that's true. Donna loves planting those trees.
She loves planting. She founded the Parishadi Forest Foundation and created fruit forest in schools and communities, and even speaks at global climate summits. Her mission is simple but powerful: grow your own food, generate your own oxygen, and gift your efforts to the world. Well, heck, I can get behind that.
That's a good way to live your life.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't mind hearing from her. That Greta Thunberg or whatever her name is, she's just irritating as all get out. She's got the most irritating little face on any little girl I've ever seen. Irritating.
She's pretty angry about how the world's
About
going
everything.
Here's what I think about her, though. To start out that young and trying to make such a difference and try to speak out and all this, I was so shy at that age. There's no way I could speak in front of everybody like she does, and like with such defiance.
How dare you? How dare you? My little girl?
Calm down, little girl.
You mean how dare me? I ain't done nothing. Not my fault.
We all have in a way.
Anyway, if y'all like that little Greta girl, that's up to you, but I just think she's annoying.
It's so funny. Tell us what you really think.
That's what I really think, Sheila.
That's what I'm saying. It's funny. You don't hold back. You don't hold back. You know, you're a lot like her. Y'all don't hold back.
But the girl we were just talking about, she's actually doing something about what she thinks is wrong. Planting 150,000 trees.
And then
what's Greta done other than how dare you? Irritating.
I don't know, but she may have done other things we just don't know. We just turn it when she comes on.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm out.
There's that little mean faced girl. I'm gonna turn it.
Yeah. She's like Veruca. I didn't like her either on Willy Wonka.
Oh, Veruca.
Yeah. I want the golden goose and I want it now.
Oh, yeah, she was very annoying.
How dare you? She's Veruca.
I didn't like Veruca either.
Didn't like Veruca. I didn't like Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe laid around all movie, then got up dancing.
I know. It's like you could have done it the whole time.
It's like, Grandpa,
Yeah.
were you holding out? Were you saddlebagging? You could have been helping this whole time.
Saddlebagging. You mean sandbagging.
Oh, I meant sandbagging. Saddlebag. Well, saddlebags could be heavy too.
But you meant sandbagging.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Thanks.
All right. Ask Sheila.
Oh gosh, I'm worried about me
Probably
today.
going to go good.
We'll have fun doing it today, though. It's Friday. I'm in a great mood.
All right, here we go, Sheila.
All right.
And this is about restaurants and food, okay?
Okay.
In a recent survey, 25% of people said they'd only have two favorites when it comes to these. What is
Could
it?
it be restaurants?
It's restaurants, Sheila.
I love it when you give me the hint when it's the actual word I'm supposed to say. Thanks, Jason. Does that count, really?
What are your two favorite restaurants?
Oh.
Do you have two favorites?
Wow. I like Mama Rose's a lot.
I do like Mama Rose's. I tell you.
And the Doodle.
I love the Doodle. I was going to pick
Also like Drake's a lot, too.
I was going to pick Doodle number one because their catfish and their grilled cheeseburger. Then number two on my list would be World Foods because they have the best Italian sandwich I've ever had.
Oh, I haven't tried their sandwiches. I can't get past the pizza.
Pizza's great.
Yeah.
Love the pizza, but that Italian sandwich that they have there.
Really, we are lucky. We have a lot of great local restaurants that aren't chains, but we have a lot of good chains here
All the
that do a good
chains
job.
taste the same to me.
They do not.
They all taste the same to me, every single one. Like at the steakhouses, you got Longhorn, Logan's, and
Oh my gosh! When you said steak, Nick's has the best steak in town.
right. Nick's has the best steak in town.
They do.
They also have the best prime rib.
Yeah.
But, you get to thinking, well, I guess we'll go to Restaurant Row. And all that tastes exactly the same.
I get what you're saying.
Logan's, Texas Roadhouse, Longhorn, or as my mom calls it, Texas Longhorns.
How do you know which one she wants to go to?
My dad just does a 50-50. He just pulls into one and kind of looks at her like, is this the one?
And she'll be like, Tommy, you know
Tommy,
this
I
ain't.
said I want to go Texas Longhorn.
And then he's like,
Oh,
must be
my
the other
bad.
one.
I misunderstood you.
Don't correct her.
Nah.
Because
no.
that
He's
make her
smart.
upset.
That's why they've been married for 54
Right.
years.
Yes. He knows how to handle her.
All right, Sheila, here we go.
Okay. Does that
you
that
got
one
one.
count? Because you said
Yeah, you got one. Yeah.
All right.
This food item is offered by 17% of restaurants worldwide. What is it? 17%.
Burgers.
No, 17%.
Oh, 17% low.
Yeah. This food is offered by, it's close. This food is offered by 17% of restaurants worldwide. You were close in the genre there when you said spaghetti.
17%'s low. I wouldn't think it would be pizza or because pizza?
Is that your final answer?
Pizza.
Yes, it's pizza, Sheila.
But it's like the pizza place is not considered a restaurant because that'd be a lot more than 17%.
Well, I'm just telling you what's here in front of me, Sheila. I don't.
Well, the 17% is what threw me
Yeah.
off because there's pizza places everywhere.
That's true. There are pizza places. We have a glut of pizza places right now. A glut, I tell you.
You like that word.
Got that one over on campus. You got Geno's or Jeans.
Jeans.
Fire and Vine, the pizza
not-
machine. Then you got all the chains.
Fire and Vine's not a pizza place, but it
is
serves
a pizza place.
It serves pizza.
It's a
I don't
pizza
call
place.
it a pizza place.
It's a pizza place. It's a pizza place with other stuff.
It's not a pizza place.
Yeah, because it's not another stuff with pizza. It's pizza
I'm
with
gonna
other
get
stuff.
Barry the owner on the phone and say you're
Well,
not.
he'll
I know
tell
you
you.
serve pizza, but you're not
Listen,
considered a pizza.
I know
restaurant.
I'm right. You can call Barry all you want.
I'm right.
All right, Sheila, last question here. If you get this one, to put you at 11, so that'd be good. This is the most asked for item at American restaurants. What is it?
Okay, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is it a food item?
It's not a food item. Good question.
Okay, say it again then. It's not food.
This is the most asked for item at American restaurants.
Straw.
No.
Am I close?
I mean, you're in the non-food part of it.
Well, I would think the silverware would be
Yeah,
already.
silverware. It's not silverware.
And I would think salt.
No. Napkins.
Oh, I could have got that.
Yeah, you were getting close there with straws and
I was
silverware.
tap dancing all around it.
You were.
I was working so hard.
Mhm. I tell you,
dancing.
the best person to go eat with if you need napkins is Freaky Dave. Freaky Dave somehow always ends up with a bunch of napkins.
Well, He also just goes and gets them and
Yeah.
puts them down.
Yeah.
You know, he is a pretty good one to go to lunch with.
He's not bad, is he?
I'm glad you appreciate him because
I do.
I think I've taken it for granted.
Because I always forget the napkins. And
Thanks for helping me realize
and
that.
Freak never does. He's always good at it.
When I get napkins, I always give you one too.
That's true too, Sheila. You're good at eating too. Coming up, we got some great guests. The Skin Guru, Brandon Loftus, next. And then Jim Bowman will be in after 7:30. Songwriters Night going on at Trackside.
You like eating too.
Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
TRN News. Stephen A. Smith is coming to Memphis. The ESPN commentator has accepted Mayor Paul Young's invitation after saying NBA players avoid the city due to crime. Smith claimed several stars told him they felt unsafe playing in Memphis and referenced statements calling it the nation's homicide capital. Mayor Young pushed back, saying violent crime is down significantly in 2024 and 2025, and that Memphis is rising. Smith says he's looking forward to seeing the city for himself. Grizzlies star Ja Morant and local leaders have also defended Memphis, calling the comments misleading. And in Nashville, the Music City Center is looking to expand. After turning away dozens of events last year, officials say they need more flexible space to keep up with demand. The downtown convention center could grow by over 500,000 square feet, but land acquisition is a major obstacle. Planning is now underway. I'm Travis Laird.
Number one for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
In Laverne, a man is in custody after a wild chain of events that started with a suspicious vehicle and ended in a high-speed chase. Police say officers found a man asleep in his car outside a hotel around 1:30 a.m. with a gun visible in the passenger seat. They identified him as a felon wanted out of Williamson County. When officers tried to remove him from the vehicle, he hit the gas, dragging an officer and slamming into a patrol unit before speeding off. The suspect, Rizgar Ali, led police on a chase that topped 125 miles an hour. He was later found hiding in a home in Smyrna and taken into custody without incident. In Lawrence County, a 14-year-old girl was taken to the hospital after being trapped under a tractor Wednesday morning. It happened in the 5 Points area. Rescue crews freed her with help from emergency management. Her condition is currently unknown. And from Sunday through Thursday, first alert weather days are in effect. Feels like temperatures could hit 109 in parts of Tennessee. Hydrate, avoid midday sun, and check on vulnerable neighbors and pets. I'm Travis Laird, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. An internal catastrophic malfunction may have caused a late April plane crash near the Upper Cumberland Regional Airport. That, according to a preliminary report released by the National Transportation Safety Board Wednesday, that crash claimed the life of the pilot and 2 passengers. Tennessee recorded its 12th boating-related fatality Wednesday morning when a 35-year-old fell overboard at Del Hollow Reservoir. Officials identified that man as Christopher Berry. He reportedly stumbled off a bass boat around 12:50 a.m. His body located nearly 8 hours later in 72 feet of water. One person has landed behind bars in Crossville following a 2.5-hour standoff Thursday morning. Crossville police have not identified the suspect at this time. A press release did say that the man barricaded himself inside a West Adams Street home. That man had active warrants for a sex offender violation, probation violation, and vandalism. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. Stormy days are behind us for a little while as we settle into a dry and hot pattern over the coming days. We'll see mostly sunny skies today with highs this afternoon climbing into the mid-80s. Skies will be clear overnight with lows in the mid-60s. Heat and humidity will really begin to kick in this weekend. Saturday will be sunny with highs climbing to near 90. Sunday will also be sunny with highs in the lower 90s. Muggy dew points will make for heat indices near 100. Hot and humid conditions will continue into the first half of next week with many areas west of the plateau climbing into low to mid-90s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila with you live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:07.
Well, I'm so happy to have Brandon Loftus in here with us. He is the skin guru.
Woo, woo.
So you have moved out on your own. Is it Low Avenue?
Yes, it's 360 South Low Avenue, Suite C. I'm behind the Salon 360.
So what's great is you have been called the Skin Guru forever, and now you've actually got a place called the Skin Guru. So people have known you as that. Now, did you come up with that name on your own, the Skin Guru, or?
So about 18 years ago, people started calling me the Skin Guru, and it just has become the identity that I have taken on. And I was like, well, what a better name. People already know me as that, so that's what I'm going to stay with.
Yeah, don't try to make up something else. That's what they know you as. I mean, when you say the Skin Guru, I automatically think it's Brandon.
Well, I mean, you know, it's just like Clark Kent. He didn't name himself Superman.
That's right. And he stuck with it because he
right.
knew that's what works.
Like, well, that's what's in the paper, so I'm just going to...
And he's the Superman of skin.
I'm going to get an outfit made now.
Superman of skin. That's going to be my new logo. Yes.
So, you know, Skin Guru. So what all do you do to skin? I mean, what made you a guru?
Yeah, so I'm a licensed esthetician. I've had a lot of education. I did a 2-year internship at the Salon Professional Academy. I went to the Dermal Institute in Atlanta. So I do facials, chemical peels, microdermabrasions, waxing. And so it's not just lotions that you're putting on the skin. It's actually healing the skin from the inside out.
The environment's really harsh on our skin, isn't it?
Yes.
Now tell me this, because I'm one of these people. I like to dabble in health, and so when I'm having when I don't think I'm looking as good as I should.
When is that, Jason?
I know. But I'll go and get some of that liquid aloe or that gel aloe and drink it. And that always seems to help. And when you said from the inside out, am I even doing anything then as the skin guru?
Yeah, you're hydrating yourself. I mean, about 2% of what you take internally ends up at the skin, but your skin is the largest organ of your body, and we neglect it. Like, we're always worried about, let's eat some broccoli, which is great, but we're not thinking about what we're putting on the largest organ of our body.
Yeah, because what we put on absorbs into that organ.
Yes.
So, okay, with women, what is the best thing, women or men? What's the best thing we can use topically for hydration of our skin?
Oh, hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid holds 1,000 times its weight in water. It's like your skin just takes a huge drink of water. That's the best thing. But I tell you what, people forget, and especially around here, people forget is sunscreen. All the aging that we're seeing now happened when we were 17, 18, 19, 20 years old.
When we were laying out and I rubbed baby oil all over me.
Oh, yeah. My mama used to baby oil and iodine and lay on the roof with tinfoil to get,
Exactly. How are we still living today?
I know.
I'm proud to be from the more is better generation, though, That little bit was good. Let's see how much a lot is. That was a good generation to be from.
Oh, my goodness. It's like just kind of like dabble in this, dabble in that, and like, oh, well, that worked. Let's put on all of it.
Yeah, let's do more. Let's do more of that.
Baby oil seems.
Yeah.
Baby oil is not good for your skin, though. It clogs the pores and everything, doesn't it?
Really,
we've learned that now.
Even if you use it in the shower.
Yeah, it's not the best thing because it's made out of petroleum.
Petroleum's not good for our pores, is it?
It's good for cars, bad for us.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to put it on your elbows, sure.
Because that's how many pores right Is it more important, because I've heard this, and I know the skin guru would know the answer, like when we get out of the shower and we dry off, we still got that moisture in us. Is it better to put on like the hyaluronic acid right after the shower, like something with that in it?
I have a big routine every day, because I've had skin issues my whole life. And
is that what made you so interested?
That's what made me get in this, is I had horrible acne pitting and all this stuff. And then when I went through my diabetes journey, my skin got so dry, nothing would work. And so I went through this process of, after I get out of the shower, you're going to laugh at me, but I think what saved my life is Buff City soaps. They have an oil there that would just soak into my skin and hold.
I've heard others say that oil.
The oil from Buff City soaps.
It's natural stuff too.
It's a natural product. And because I would just be cracking from the diabetes and the thyroid and all that kind of stuff that was going on with me. And I know that's not a product I sell, but to this day, I think it saved my body skin,
Well, I guess so. I guess there's a point where you get to, if you don't take care of that, it's never going to come back. It's kind of like anything else. If you don't take care of it, then eventually it gets so bad you can't really cure it or come back from it, and you're going to end up kind of in that same situation in a repeating pattern. It might come and go a little bit, but there's so many different skin irritants now, whether that's through detergent or there's so many. It seems like it's worse now than it's ever been.
Well, even the LED lights we're sitting underneath, they say they put off a blue light. And they say that's extremely damaging to the skin, and we sit under them all the time now. And so,
the computer, our phones,
everything. Like, even companies are coming out with LED blockers and wearing LED or blue light blockers for your glasses and blue light blockers for your skin. And so, I think it's important that we just you're never going to fix everything, but if you can do what you know to do, then, we lose about a teaspoon of collagen every year after the age of Science says different, so I'm going to say 30 just to be in the middle. And so
I'm way past that.
yeah, so if we can,
Sheila, you may not have none left.
if we can,
Oh,
if
I
we
do.
can-
I keep slathering it on.
Sheila's check engine light's on, I think.
Oh, that's funny. What, you need an oil change?
Yeah. she's okay.
I need something. That menopause keeps draining everything. I got the diabetes journey and now the menopause
Oh,
journey.
girl, we can help you. We can help
A
you.
lot
girl.
of journeys going on here right
Yeah,
now. A lot
yeah.
of journeys. We'll talk to Brandon Moore, the skin guru, coming up here in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from Summerspace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. Summerspace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Classic. That's the other station we're on, Sheila. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:16 now.
Why'd you say my name? I didn't make you say the wrong thing. But in a way, I was talking to him before he had to punch the button.
Well, we were talking about sunscreen, and I've said this on the air before that I went down the sunscreen rabbit hole.
And we are talking to Brandon Loftus,
Yes.
the skin guru, who is
Right.
on his own now on Low Avenue.
He brought up sunscreen, and so I've been reading a lot about sunscreen and about how, it might actually cause some of the skin cancers and things like that we're seeing more of. But in talking to you, it may be more of the chemicals that they're putting into the sunscreen, and maybe there's a sunscreen that we can use that doesn't have all that.
Yeah, I like a mineral-based sunscreen. If you're buying something over the counter, something you're getting from like the big regional box stores, you don't know what they're putting in that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I always say get your stuff from a licensed professional, whether that's from me or the many other estheticians or med spas or whatever in this town, because I believe in community, not competition. So if you can't come talk to me, go talk to a professional that knows what they're doing, because you buy something, you don't know what's in it. And
So what is the difference between what you have and other spas have than something we just get?
Or the big box stores,
Yeah.
because I'm horribly uninformed about anything like that.
I think a lot of us are.
So if I come to you and say, "Hey, man, I need some sunscreen," what do you recommend?
So I carry Image Skincare, and it is a clean, clinical line of skincare. So it can actually be even sold in Europe and Canada, which is really hard without formulation change.
They have strict regulations.
They have very strict regulations. So there's 15 products or chemicals or products that aren't allowed in Canada and Europe that is allowed here in the United States. And my products don't have any of those 15 yucky stuff. And I think
that's the scientific term too, right?
Yes, I like yucky stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, we don't know what it does to our chemical makeup in our body.
Well, if countries start banning certain chemicals and things like that,
That's
and
a red flag.
there has to be something behind it, and so
Yeah.
I listen to all that stuff. You know,
Right, sure. There's got to be some sort of science behind
Yes.
that, and and what's fun, everybody always says, "Well, science this, science that." Science is about changing. 20, 30 years ago, who knew? And it's like now they're talking about fluoride. Well, who knew? And now we know. And now we know. So science is about changing and learning.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing here with everything, including skincare.
And if you go on Google, you're going to get whatever your persuasion of things are
Right.
when it comes to the science.
Absolutely.
And so that's why, if you go to a professional and speak to them about it, they're trained in all the different layers of skin, what your skin actually needs, that kind of stuff, instead of just using Google or going to a big box store and reading the back of the label.
What is the around here, regionally here, what is the biggest problem that you see with that people come to you with as far as their skin?
We have a lot of ex-sun worshipers in this area, so dealing with a lot of sunspots, premature aging, dehydration. People are not drinking enough water. As I have my Longhorn iced coffee in front of me,
My coffee
you
too.
gotta have coffee too.
Yeah, in my morning.
And I'm sure there's some sort of caffeine skin treatment.
I can notice such a difference though when I drink water, even in my joints, my skin, everything.
You also start mineral water. That's the real game changer.
Mineral water.
Mineral water. That's
We're gonna have to talk about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like what kind? What
well,
do you-
we all of us are deficient in magnesium and several minerals.
that magnesium helps your joints
And,
too. It's good stuff.
In the natural state of water, it's got minerals in it, and we're not getting any of that. Even in your bottled water, you're not getting it. So you can either buy mineral water, or you can buy things that you can just squirt it in your coffee, and it'll give you all the minerals that you needed for that day.
So that's
Learn something new.
from the inside out.
But
like you
apparently,
said.
water, just like regular water from the tap, we can't absorb as much as we can unless we have those minerals in there. So that's
it helps it work better.
it helps it work better. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
awesome. Okay.
So I know you do so much at your the Skin Guru. So what is, like, you're talking about sunscreen, we're talking about zinc oxide. Now that sounds like a chemical to me.
Yeah, it's a mineral, and
It is a mineral, and that works better with our
physical
makeup.
block. Yeah, it's just a physical block. That's probably my favorite sunscreen. Like, there was a couple years ago, there was this thing talking about zinc oxide and it being the best sunblock, and so I really started doing some research on it. And if you look at SPF, I don't want to rock anybody's world, but SPF, you look at a box, it really doesn't matter. It's about what's in the product.
I've heard that with several other professionals say it. Like even when I've seen them like on talk shows and stuff, the professionals are like, there's only so much coverage you can get, no matter how much stuff is in it.
Yeah, and if you put on a 30 SPF, you're out in the sun and stuff, it's only going to last you probably 45 minutes top.
You got to reapply.
Yeah, reapply. You put it on in the morning, it ain't going to last you all day.
Well, yeah. That's why I just don't even put it on.
Bad boy.
I'm one of those sun people.
And then he looks like that.
Well, I mean, it's just when I'm out in the sun.
So you still are a sun worshiper. Yeah, he don't lay out in the sun.
No, I'm a full-grown man. Don't lay out in the sun.
No, you can tell he don't lay out in the sun.
It's all farmer's tan. Is all it is. It's just my arms. That's it. Everything else is lily white. Yeah. As far as like a daily routine,
yeah, that's good.
And I'm asking for the guys here. I think girls, ladies, women, they,
well,
pay
we are
more attention to it.
We pay attention, but we also get suckered in by the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
But go ahead and ask your question.
But now, even when you're watching like regular TV, there's all these potions now for men. I forgot there's one on the news all the time now. I forgot what it's called, but anyway, it's supposed to keep you from getting the dark circles and the lines and all that stuff. So suddenly us fellas, we're all worried about looking old too. And I know I am. I know.
Mm.
Hush it.
What?
You're
the one that talks to me about me being
going to
old.
get on to me
I'm
about
3 years older than him.
But as far as a routine goes, like, and I guess it goes for man or woman, we all got the same skin. But as far as a routine goes, what's something, to start doing that maybe a lot of people aren't?
So, I work on a lot of men. It's becoming very popular for men to get facials and treatments. Most of the time they come the first time with their wife making them, and then they fall in love, and then they start being a regular, loyal customer. But every morning, every night, you need to cleanse. Every morning and every night, you need to cleanse.
Well, I think about all the pollutants in the air, and it really
When
does
you say
matter.
cleanse, you just mean wash your face, right?
Not with bar soap, with something specifically for the skin, not with the body wash. That's the 3 in the 1, because that's what a lot of men do.
I'm an Irish Spring kind of guy.
Doesn't that dry out your skin?
Are you going to wash your face with the same thing you wash your feet with?
I do.
Okay.
But my feet skin is supple.
Oh, well, we going to have to talk after we get off of here. But cleanse morning and night for sure. Making sure you're using some kind of, like a water burst, like a hyaluronic acid, something like that. Most men aren't going to do a huge routine. So cleanse, put on something that's going to be hydrating, and then probably like a moisturizer sunscreen mix. So that way you have 3 steps.
Gotcha.
That's all you got to do. It's going to take you a minute. If you can't do a minute, then turn your phone off for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because most people spend more time on that scrolling on social media.
So is that just a good cleanser that doesn't dry out your skin? Is that more important than a good moisturizer? Because if you put moisturizer on a skin that hasn't been really cleansed properly, that's not going to,
No, it's
that's
just
locking in the bad
It's going to lock in all those pollutants, I like a creamy hydrating cleanser for me now because I do have redness prone skin. Like for you, I would probably do something kind of foamy.
Good, I like
because
foamy.
Sheila, we got to work on his pores.
Yeah.
I may give him a gift certificate.
Yeah.
And just tell him come see
I
me.
think,
Wait. Are you busting on my pores?
I'm busting on your pores. I can see him from here.
I love it.
Just come right in here and be all like,
That's why I love him though. He's like, look, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to educate you.
right.
He's washing his face with the same thing he washes his feet with. We're going to have to work on it.
It's worked for me for 52 years.
Let me tell you, a
Sheila,
secret
I'll
right
bring him
now.
something by the station and you give it to him, please.
I will.
Okay.
Because he will use it.
I know he will.
Like in his 20s, he was telling me, I've had a facial before.
Yeah.
He may not want me admitting that.
I enjoyed it. No,
But
it was
that's been that long since he's had one.
I thought it was fun. I had a great time. It was relaxing.
Yeah.
And
Just think, Brandon, he'd be more fun than I know whoever you went to back in your 20s.
It was a little gross, because they get that little metal thing and they start poking at you, and you're like,
They get all those blackheads and
Yeah.
everything off.
But it's not about relaxing. Skin care is health care. Like I said, it's the largest organ of our body, and we neglect it. So when you come to a place like mine, you're not. I want you to have an experience. It's not a transaction; it's an experience.
And you really get educated on what you need to be
Yes.
doing for your own skin.
Yes.
Because everybody's skin's a little different.
Yes, and I want it to be relaxing, but we have to understand that skin care is health care. Taking care of our skin is a necessity. When I first got into this industry, I was the first male esthetician in this whole area 18 years ago.
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
I know you were everybody's favorite.
Aw, thank you. And people thought, oh, I'll go get my hair done. I'll go get my eyebrows waxed. Those were necessities that people put into their budget. And now you're seeing this transition where skincare is a necessity that people are putting into their budget. And so I recommend patients come every 4 to 6 weeks. I have a VIP facial club. If you want to know more about that, you need to call me because I don't advertise it publicly because it's for the VIPs. It's important to care for your skin.
Can you can go online and register for the VIP or not?
You can go online. You can sign up at the SkinGuruCookeville.com. It's in every 4 to 6 weeks. There's no prepayments, nothing like that. It's just a handshake agreement that we are going to be on this journey together. In my business, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I don't reward new clients. I reward loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Well, I mean, I imagine that, and you're not a miracle worker, so you can't just go
I
once.
I am a miracle
If
worker.
you can bust on my pores, I can say you're not a miracle worker. So, I mean, it takes a few times to come around, right? I mean,
it does take more than one
It
session.
takes more than one section.
yeah. I mean, you're not going to walk in and walk out being beautiful. I mean, it's going to take some time. I mean, unless you're
I'm going to walk in and walk out being
unless you're
beautiful.
already beautiful, and then in that case you would. But if not, then it's going to take some time.
Well, I have many people that we go on a year-long journey together. Something's happened and some medicine or something has caused some serious skin issues that nobody can figure out. And, I don't like to use the word cured because I'm not a doctor, but I like to say that we have actually fixed people's skin.
You go from having somebody maybe having average skin or acne-prone skin to where they feel a lot better and look a lot better.
Makeup optional. Everybody that comes to see me wants to go out and feel comfortable in their own skin without having to cover it up. So I like to say we are going to make you makeup optional.
I love that.
Well, good, because I don't like to wear a lot of makeup.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know, right? Think how that would have affected my pores. Been awful.
Your Irish spring pores. Well, Brandon, again, tell everybody where you're located and your website too.
Yes, I'm at 360 South Low Avenue, Suite C, right behind 360 Salon, and here in Cookeville, Tennessee, the best community in the world. And you can go to the Skin Guru, Cookeville.com. You can book, buy gift certificates, look at everything that I have to offer, and I can't wait to serve you as we age later together.
Love it.
Love that.
He means it too.
Brandon, thanks for coming in, even though you made fun of me.
Hey, that's my job.
I love it because you make fun of me every day.
Well, that's whatever, Sheila. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Brandon, about how mean he was.
Brandon Loftus, we've loved having fun with you. Thank you.
It's 7:30. We're here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Reports. The Indiana Pacers beat the OKC Thunder 108-91 and forced a winner-take-all Game 7 for the NBA championship. The Pacers had 6 different players score in double figures, including Tyrese Halliburton, who was questionable to play with a calf injury. Game 7 will be Sunday in Oklahoma City. The Oregon Ducks landed a commitment from the #1 safety in the country yesterday as 4-star Jet Washington picked the Ducks over Alabama and USC. Washington is the 22nd ranked prospect in the class of 2026 and is listed at 6'5", 210 pounds. He's also the nephew of Kobe Bryant. The Travelers Championship got underway yesterday on the PGA Tour, and the big names showed out on day #1. World #1 Scottie Scheffler carded an 8-under 62 and leads with Austin Eckroat. Rory McIlroy and USA Ryder Cup captain Keegan Bradley are tied for 3rd at 6 under par. Scheffler is the defending champion of the tournament. The Atlanta Braves beat the New York Mets 7-1 last night to complete the sweep and win their 3rd game in a row. The Mets have now dropped 6 in succession. The The Yankees got back in the win column with a 7-3 victory against the Angels. Brewers beat the Cubs 8-7, and Royals over the Rangers 4-1. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila with you. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by our friends at Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:34.
Well, we have a great singer-songwriter who helps other singer-songwriters in this area, too. Jim Bowman is with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Morning. Good to be back.
What is your Facebook page called that they can follow, too, to let everybody know about singer-songwriters?
We have one called, I have my own personal page.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, too.
That's just Jim Bowman. Go on Facebook and find me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Also, Songcrafters.
That's it, Songcrafters.
Yeah, of the Upper Cumberland. So
yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff on there, and we deal with a lot of songwriters. So
we got a lot of songwriters in this area. I mean, it seems like every day we're finding out about somebody else that's a singer or a songwriter. We got a lot of talent around here that's completely undiscovered.
We do. My wife says I'm a song snob.
What does she mean by that?
People have a different view of what a songwriter is. Some people think you can put words together and put a beat behind them and you've written a song.
Mm-hmm.
To me, and I've been doing this all my life, a real songwriter is he's kind of a curator of the pop culture. If you go and listen to the great songwriters and the songs that they wrote, you can kind of get a feel for what was going on in society at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a feel for what everything was happening
The voice
there.
of their
Those are the real songwriters.
Yeah.
When I was a young songwriter going to Nashville, I was fortunate enough to become friends with Wayne Carson. Wayne, to me, is one of the greatest songwriters ever in Nashville. He was one of the co-writers of Always on My Mind.
Mm.
And
which is a beautiful song.
Yeah, it is.
When I listen to the new country songs of today, these kids are they're all putting as many words in a breath as they can. And I think that's a holdover from rap.
Yeah.
But Wayne used to tell me, he would say, you need to drop some of those words, kid. He said, what you want to do is say what you want to say in as few words as possible. He said, when you do that, you've written a song.
Yeah, I can see that.
So some of these new songs are driving me crazy.
Well, yeah.
When you mention Always on My Mind, though, and you see how many people have cut that song over so many decades, that is a song that stands the test of time, no matter what generation.
That song was real. It came from Wayne's heart. He had his heart broken by a woman, and he never got over it. If you listen to all his songs, he wrote The Clown for Conway Twitty, and
That's one of my favorites from Conway.
I can tell you a story about that. But those songs came from a place in Wayne, and that was his way of coping with it. He was writing it into music, so he wrote some great songs.
It was his therapy.
It was.
Well, I think that's probably a lot of songwriters that's their therapy. I'm sure it's yours
for me,
to an
sure.
extent. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I know at some point, probably for a lot of these guys in Nashville that have contracts, it probably does become a job. But those, every now and then you get one from somebody where it actually has some feeling. They tell a story, and that's the ones who are actually going through some stuff. They're going through life.
And these young writers in Nashville, Bobby Tomberlin's a good friend of mine. He wrote One More Day.
Mm-hmm.
And all these young people come and they want to get with Bobby and write because they want some of that to rub off on them.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Well, I've always, any songwriter I've ever known, and good songwriters, and this is no offense to songwriters, and you may even agree, they all seem troubled in some way. And there's always, kind of almost like a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedian, no matter how funny they are up on stage, there's
been some hardships behind all that, and you're like, wow, they used that as a coping mechanism.
And their comedy is how they get that out, and I think it's the same troubled mentality with songwriters.
The way I think about it, the Bible says all are not teachers, all are not preachers.
Mm-hmm.
And I add to that, all are not singer-songwriters.
That's right.
Everybody wants to be, but everybody is not. I think it's a God thing. I think it's a gift. And a lot of times I write a song and I'll think, where did that come from? It sure didn't come out of me, but my pencil was the one that wrote it down, you know.
Right.
So I think it's a God thing.
Absolutely. Any talent is a God thing, you know. Just if you can do it naturally, then that's 100% a God thing.
Yeah, that's true. And you just craft it and make it the best you can, but it's already got to be some kind of spark in you.
That's right.
So tonight at Trackside, you've got a couple of other singer-songwriters with you.
They're good ones too.
You've got Pacer Fisher. He was born into a musical family. His parents are both singer-songwriters. They're from Kingsport, Tennessee. Helped him hone his craft early, and then through the years, he's developed his own unique style. Now, you wouldn't be performing with somebody you didn't think's a good singer-songwriter. So how did you meet this Pacer Fisher?
Pacer actually reached out to me. He had saw my stuff on Facebook, and he invited me to come over to Kingsport. He does a weekly Facebook Live, and he wanted me to come over and do that with him. And my health is not good these days, and I had to cancel on him. And we kept in touch, and I said, look, we're doing this thing in Cookeville. Why don't you just come up here, and we'll get to know each other and get to play. Pacer texted me 4 or 5 times yesterday. He's so excited about coming to Cookeville.
That's great.
So come out. He's excited about coming, so please be excited about coming to hear him sing.
Here, he kind of looks like a Jason Aldean or something.
Does.
Yeah,
He's a good-looking fella. And who's that other one over there?
Chris Long. He's also from Kingsport, and that Kingsport, Virginia area. Gosh, that's where country music started. I mean, that's the first recordings of country music were there.
I mean, Dolly would travel and go there and perform
the
there.
Carter family and all that. So I mean,
a lot of history coming out of that
These guys are
area.
coming from the birthplace.
Yeah.
Pacer's grandmother used to be one of the staff singers on the Renfro Valley Barn Dance.
Oh my goodness!
Wow,
Kentucky.
Renfro Valley Barn Dance, one of the longest continuously running radio programs in the history of radio.
So it's in his DNA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I love Renfro Valley. I got to see Don Williams there.
Oh goodness!
I worked with Don 3 different times.
Did you really?
I did, yes.
He's one of my favorites of all time. Him and Keith Whitley are just 2 of my favorites, just because when they sing a song, you can.
It's like they lived it.
You're right. Yeah. Well,
They sing it like they mean it and lived it.
that's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, in Renfro Valley, if you haven't been there, that's a lot of your more classic, real country artists. Yeah.
Yeah. When I want to hear country, it's that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we got Chris Long tonight, and he played with his dad, and but now he's got a solo thing going. He's doing acoustic shows, and he'll be at Trackside tonight along with Jim. So is it you 3 performing tonight?
We'll be rotating like 30-minute sets and then start over again. And if there's somebody that wants to come out and play, bring your guitar. We'll get you a,
Really? Oh, it's like
sometime.
that.
Yep.
Okay.
They told us that we didn't have to be in any hurry tonight. We could leave when everybody was ready to go. So
I love it because you're gonna hear the true singer-songwriters and then the story behind the songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a lot better than just sitting there singing. I love that.
Yeah, it's gonna be it'd be a good time tonight. It's good weather tonight. At Trackside, plenty of great food. You got one of the top 5 hamburgers in the state.
Oh yeah.
Out there with Dave's Burgers, and just all around good spot. It's gonna be nice weather tonight. It'll cool down when the sun goes down a little bit, and it'll be a great night.
I told Pacer yesterday, you sing, I'm going to eat.
That's a good plan.
That's it.
Yeah. Stick around. We'll talk to Jim a little bit more. And as you can see, he's brought his guitar. So I guess
He's gonna play us a song.
Probably going to play us a song, too. That's all coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back. Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 746.
Jim Bowman is with us. He's a singer-songwriter, and he really promotes the other singer-songwriters in the area as well. That's what's happening at Trackside tonight. Jim will be performing along with Pacer Fisher and Chris Long. So you're going to have, it's almost like a singer-songwriters night, almost like in the round at the Bluebird, where you hear about their songs, and then you hear them perform it. And I think we're real lucky to have that in Cookeville at a beautiful place like Trackside.
And it's all free.
Yeah,
except for
free.
the food.
And I want everybody to know these guys travel all the time. They're playing somewhere all summer long. They took time out to come up here tonight. So we need you to turn out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a great night out.
Great evening.
And
it's a great date night. I love going to see singer-songwriters. Then
yeah.
you can get you something to eat there and then listen to some great songs.
that, and especially sitting outside there at Trackside. Ricky's done a great job at Trackside and making it look nice. And
He really has.
And
creating a stage
yeah.
area.
Yeah, it's got its own vibe, as the kids say. It's got its own
great
vibe. Yeah. Well, Jim, are you going to play us a song this morning, or?
I'm going to play you a song.
Okay.
This is the last song I wrote a couple weeks ago. And I never get to spend enough time with you guys for you to really understand how deep I am into music. I went to Nashville when I was 20 years old.
Oh, we can tell how deep you are into music.
And,
you care.
Tootsie put my first record on her jukebox with her own set of keys when I was 20 years old.
Tootsie's Orchid Lounge?
Yes. And a couple weeks later, I played the Midnight Jamboree at Ernest Tubbs Record Shop across the street.
Ooh, wow.
That's some great history right there.
I was doing the Ralph Emery Morning Show on a regular basis with Lori Morgan. So I was there to see old Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
And things have changed so much.
Yeah. Now it's
you
just
can't recognize it.
Now it's just bachelorette parties and drum machines.
A couple weeks ago, I was watching the CMAs.
I'm sorry.
And when I went to bed, I just could not go to sleep. I got up and got my guitar, and this little song right here rolled out.
All right, let's hear it.
I am a ghost of old Nashville music. I still remember how things used to be. When you spent your life dreaming, making up lyrics, praying to heaven for a melody. The music back then was fiddles and steel. The songs we were playing were heartfelt and real. Blue collar music from the roots of the people. Songs about life, songs you could feel. I am a ghost of old Lower Broadway, Tootsie's Lounge on a Saturday night, the Grand Ole Opry just across the alley, E.T.'s Jamboree after midnight. The music back then was fiddles and steel. The songs we were playing were heartfelt and real. Blue collar music from the roots of the people. Songs about life, songs you could feel. I am a ghost of a town built on music, from a long line of legends who left us their songs. Today there's new music and they still call it country to this old ghost. Now the magic is gone. The music back then was fiddles and steel. The songs we were playing were heartfelt and real. Blue collar music from the roots of the people. Songs about life, songs you could feel. Songs about life, songs you could feel. I am a ghost of old Nashville music.
Oh, that says something right there.
Yeah, it's like a nicer version of Hank Williams Jr.'s Dinosaur. You know, because when I hear that dinosaur, then hear that, it's kind of like, yeah, I identify with both of those things.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that you were talking about when you experienced this Tootsie's Lounge and then WSM and Ralph Emery. That's when the music was just really great singer-songwriter music.
And I was on that rocket. I was ready to kick the door down.
Yeah.
Some bad things happened to me. I don't want to talk about it, but I just quit.
Yeah.
Left town, and then I didn't play music for years after that. If I can get you to oblige me for just a minute, I want to use you guys in your audience.
All right.
The song that I just sang you, I've been trying so hard to get a line to Randy Travis. I hear that he's going to be doing another AI thing.
Yeah.
This needs to be his song.
Oh,
yeah. Man, I could
Well, he
so
would
hear-
sound good doing
Yeah, he
So
would.
if there's anybody out there who has a line on how to get to Randy Travis, please let me know.
Well, I wish I did.
Me too, because I can so hear his
Yeah.
voice on that too.
You know, you were talking about there are, you know, and I say this cautiously, it feels like some of that is coming back. I mean, there's a guy, probably one of the biggest hits of going to be of this year is from a guy named Zach Top. And that I Never Lie song, that could have easily been a Keith Whitley song. That could have been a Keith Whitley song. And he sounds like that. The songs he sings sounds
Like
that.
older country.
And I think that piece of the country genre is coming back. It's just not as fast as maybe
Well,
we
it
all want.
stands out more to me when I hear things
it
like
stands
that.
out.
But I don't know if that's because what I grew up with and that's what I love. I
Right.
feel like that's the core of country.
Going back to what we were talking about at the beginning, these songs where you put words together and you put music with them, they're nice if they make you feel good and they make you smile.
Sure.
But 100 years from now, nobody's going to remember that.
Right. There's always room for bubble gum, but it's not it's not going to last.
Well, when you say always on my mind, the clown, things like that, I haven't heard the clown in years, but when you said it, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's giving me chills to think about that song and
I want to write those 100-year songs.
Yeah. Yes.
I want them to be here when I'm gone.
to stand the test of time.
Who right now, we mentioned
Of
Zach
the
Top
younger
there,
ones,
of the younger guys, who do you think is still towing the line of what country music is?
I don't know. The pendulum is swinging, and I hate to say, I hate Music Row.
Mhm.
People who are there. That town got so liberal, and
And the town got so, like, people coming down from New York not knowing how we really live here.
it got to being about the money
Yeah.
instead of the art. But I think that they're actually seeing that the pendulum is swinging back, and people are looking for something real.
Authenticity.
And I think they're going to start promoting it again. So I'm all about that.
Well, my fear with that is like anytime something great comes out of Nashville, it's like
They overdo it.
They're going to run this to the ground now, and I mean
It's like they ruin something that's beautiful.
Right. Nashville right now is on a 3-year process. They find something they like, run it off the second year, then ruin it the third year. That
And
seems
if
to
to get
be
someone like Zach Top, I guarantee they're trying to find 5 more who sound just like him.
100%. Yeah, well, that's like even the Sturgill Simpsons and all that. They're finding people that sound like him, you know.
Like you said, ruin a good thing.
Right. And
carbon copy it.
some of them are good. Was that Warren Zeiders? Is that how you say his last name, or Zeters? I'm not sure, but
not sure.
He's good. But it's, you know, it's just it's a commercialized
version of what was
Sturgill
great.
Simpson. Yeah.
And people are starting to hunt their music, not just listen to what's on the radio.
That's right.
You know, that's not a bad thing. I think that's good. They're
Oh,
searching
no,
for the real, like what makes them really feel down deep in their soul.
If I hear something I like, I go down the rabbit hole of that person, and then I find all these other connecting singers or bands that sound like them, and then all of a sudden I've got 5 new artists that I love. But come to find out, they've been out for 15 years.
But just not on the radio.
I would love to have had this technology when I was 20 years old.
No kidding, right?
We didn't have anything. And if they didn't give you the nod in Nashville, nobody ever heard you.
Well, yeah, you don't need it anymore.
So I know you didn't answer like who the newer ones are. You're not a big fan of some of the newer ones at all.
Oh, I am.
Like who's the real one that you think really has it, that is a good singer songwriter, or are they out there? I'm talking about nobody really commercially, is it? Nobody that I can think of. Like
the problem that I see with kids today is they don't really try to be original. They try to copy what they heard this one do, or they heard this one do, and marry that together and make that their sound. I never did that. I always tried to be me, and what came out of me was me. And if there's any young people out there listening, that's what you got to do. If you want to make it big in the music business, you have to stand out and be by yourself, not part of the crowd.
You got to put in the work.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think, you know, so much, you know, a lot of the people that we really love are more, well, me anyway, they're more of a vocalist than a singer. And, you know, singers, I think, are a dime a dozen. I think a lot of people can sing, but a vocalist, somebody that, you know, you can hear
and make you feel,
you can hear the emotion in them, you know, like George Jones, I think, is a great singer. But if you were to try to put him on the radio now, people are like, what the heck is this? You know, they would.
Yeah.
And and a lot of those from back in the day would be that way. Like, what the heck is this? But they're...
I don't know if you ever listen. Late at night, sometimes I listen to WSM now. They play the old Opry shows.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff was so hokey.
Yeah.
But they loved it.
That's right. What's like Hee Haw was the same, but it was awesome as well.
Yeah.
Tonight, Parkside, or Trackside. Trackside. It's a songwriters night. Jim Bowman is the host. Some great, a couple of great songwriters coming.
Pacer Fisher and Chris Long.
And it's free tonight to go out to Trackside. It'll be a beautiful night. Jim, always great talking to you. Thanks for bringing your guitar and playing us a song too.
What time tonight, Jim?
Starts at 5.
Starts at 5.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you Monday. Do we know who the guest are?
Yeah, Mark Green will be in talking about the car show they're doing for Helping Hands, and then Catherine Weisinger from the Cookeville Putnam County Library. She's talking about the initiative that they're doing to get kids away from the screens.
All right.
Get them out in nature.
Sounds good. That's all coming up Monday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Bye now.
Bye.